how's it going? It's Shani today here. Welcome to a brand new Sims series. If you're wondering where Sims Shani and Braylon are, I did post an update video. If you're a little bit confused, go watch that video. But today we are starting a new series. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a lot excited. I think you're really gonna love where I plan on taking this series. But at the same time, I also have no idea what's going to happen because knowing the Sims, things don't exactly always go the way that we plan them, or at least the way that we want them to. So with starting a new series, usually what happens is you start by creating a family and you create a family together so that you can get to know them. I kind of turn that a little bit on its head. And yes, I have already created a family for this series, but I've already placed them into the world. I've established them a little bit, and that is just because I kind of wanted to make the story as eventful as possible. So I've already developed a backstory that I'm going to take you through in this episode. Basically, today is about learning each character because there's 4 characters in the family that I want to introduce you to today. But today's episode is all about kind of introducing you to the family, where they're from, the potential possibilities of some issues that we can foresee happening in the future, kind of exposing some of their strengths as a family, some weaknesses as a family, things that we could potentially see developing into storylines going into the future. And yeah, so this should be really interesting. But before I get into that, I want to get into a little bit of the history of The Sims. There's 3 or 4 main kind of families that are pre-existing that kind of have this entire or kind of reputation around them. So obviously the Goth family are very well known. They've been in The Sims since Sims 1 with Mortimer, Bella, Alexander, and Cassandra. I don't think Alexander was in Sims 1, in all honesty. Cassandra was a child. But they've been around for generations. They're kind of that aristocratic family. They're obviously come from very old money kind of vibes. If you don't know what old money mean, it's basically wealth that has been handed down from generation to generation, and they kind of have this trust fund that they hand over to the next generation of children. So currently, obviously, Mortimer and Bella will be handing down the current generation's trust fund to Cassandra and Alexander. Then we have the Landgrab family, which we don't know as much about as we do the Goth family, since they haven't been around as much, if I have to say so myself. But the Landgrab name is very synonymous with kind of strength and power, and I mean, there was Landgrab Industries, I want to say in like Sims 2, if I'm not mistaken. But they're clearly a power family. So the Goths live in Willow Creek, and then the Landgrabs live in Oasis Springs. Then we've also got another family that live in Oasis Springs, which are it's actually 2 families combined that were in Sims 2, if I'm not mistaken. It is the Caliente family and the Lothario family. So the Calientes, we initially met Nina and Dina, the twins. But then we also meet the mother now, who is Katrina, I'm pretty sure, in Sims 4, as well as Don, who is now her toy boy, who is a womanizer. We all know this. But anyway, so those are kind of the 4 families, 3 families. I did mention a 4th family, and they are the... Oh, who for the love of them are they? They're not an established, like, pre-played family, but they're an established family within Sims 4. They are the Spencer Kim Lewis household, because they've got a massive house, they've got really great funds, and there's a little bit of an intense storyline between, if you've played The Sims 4, you know this, but they got a little bit of an intense storyline with like 2 different in-laws living together in a house, and Olivia is currently that generation's going to be inheriting their old money trust fund. So if you've gathered by now, I'm putting quite an emphasis on old money and old money families, kind of very Great Gatsby kind of vibes. What I've done now is I've created some families. We're only going to be following the one though, but I have created and dotted families around in the universe of The Sims, including San Myshuno, Forgotten Hollow even, and Brindleton Bay, that are new money. So they're wealthy families who are either starting a family or already have children that they want to kind of persuade into kind of following on their legacy that they now want to. They've made all this money, or their parents have already made this money, and they're the first kind of line of generation. So they're still new money. They're still very kind of flaunty with their kind of money and whatever. Very much Gatsby style, and very modern, very hip, very trendy. And they kind of have, you've got your old money versus your new money. But more about that as the story progresses. That's kind of just to give you an idea. Is I want to kind of, because I feel the Sims Let's Plays that I watch never really incorporate the pre-existing or pre-made families, and I want to do that because there's so much heritage with the Goth family and the that was weird. Because there's so much heritage with the Goth family and the Landgrave family, I want to try and incorporate them into my storyline as much as possible because there's so much history and heritage there and old money vibe and all of that. So that's me setting the stage. So without further ado, let us introduce you to the Ricky family. They aren't a pre-made family as we know, but I want to introduce you to Rashad, Morgan, Caden, and Alyssa. Rashad, he comes from a family of very well-known lawyers. They kind of stated their claim. They were very prim and proper, very, very strict, and they wanted to put their stamp on the world and be like, hey, we want to start a Ricky legacy. We want to put our own mark on history. So that's kind of been instilled into Rashad from a very young age. They have moved to Willow Creek to kind of try and establish themselves, whereas Rashad didn't want to go the lawyer route and kind of the law route. He decided instead he wanted to go the doctor route, because what is more kind of respectful than having a really great kind of medicine practice and medical practice. So Rashad is a doctor, and he has taken his inheritance. He's invested in a beautiful 3-bedroom home. He's in the same neighborhood as the Goths, so he's kind of wanting to cozy up a little bit to Mortimer, get some advice and all of that stuff. So they live in Umbridge Manor, and this is the Ritchie household. So I want to just take you through their traits, who they are. Morgan and Rashad are adults. So they're not young adults. They're already kind of established within their careers. They already have children that are children. Rashad is a bookworm perfectionist. He's a snob, but he is a quick learner because he wants to be a Renaissance sim. So he inherited that from his parents. Although they were lawyers, he has always kind of been that person that you need to learn as much as you can about the world to be as successful as possible. And that is why Morgan was such a perfect match for him. You can see she's kind of very clean, very modern, very, very fancy. She's also an adult, as I mentioned. She's a perfectionist, which is why she and Rashad work so well together, but probably also bump heads a lot. Let's be honest. She's family orientated though, because she has a kind of different upbringing to Rashad in that she was brought up in a very loving home. Not that Rashad wasn't, but Morgan was brought up in a very loving home where those kind of family values were instilled. That's why she's domestic, because she wants to be physically the best parent that she can ever be for her kids, because she found out she was having twins. She was like, okay, these are the only kids I'm ever having because I don't want to risk having more twins or triplets or anything else. But she's also neat. So I don't want to say she has OCD because she doesn't, but she is one of those very prim, very proper kind of, you need to use coasters. So as much as she wants to be the best parent ever, she also doesn't let her children be children and go and play in the mud and kind of stuff that, you know, kids should go out and do. Speaking of kids, we look at the twins. Where's Alyssa? Alyssa's currently setting the table. How perfect. Or she was setting the table. I don't know what was happening there, but the table is half set. She's basically Morgan through and through. She's just not as pale. But she is hella responsible, her conflict resolution, but because of the way her parents are, she has also inherited that perfectionist trait. So she has the idea if she wants to become an autistic prodigy, so we potentially see some concert pianist vibes in the future, or maybe violinist. I know that she does have a little bit of violin skill, so we'll have to see how that happens. And then we get Caden, our lovely little Caden, who, they're obviously twins, so they share a lot in looks. So he's currently going through a clingy phase, and that's obviously only coming from having overbearing parents who are super perfectionistic, expecting you to be perfect all the time. And that is why he developed the goofball trait of whenever he's at school, he's the class clown, because he's trying to overcompensate for a really, really not intense and not loving family life, but it's pretty intense. You've got to admit. So let's jump into the family. As we can immediately see here, we have Alyssa, who has clearly just finished setting the table. Hi, little sweetheart. Aren't you so cute? Clearly, Mr. Rashad is struggling with the garden salad here in the kitchen. But he's hungry, and his wife is clearly busy. They seem to live past each other, especially with him being a doctor. Caden, what are you getting up to? Caden's building blocks. So that's very in character. He's not really doing anything of his chores. And Morgan, what's going on with you? You're not doing anything. Alyssa's gonna come and speak to you. She's coming to ask for advice. Okay, cool. Parenting opportunity. She wants to become the best parent ever. She needs to help a child with schoolwork, and she needs to achieve level 6 of the parenting skill. Which, instead of parenting, we all know that she's probably, because she's a perfectionist, she's reading as many parenting books as possible. Which I have a feeling is not exactly always how it's supposed to go. Ooh! Witness to a bully. Some kids at school were being mean to one of my friends. I wanted to help, but I didn't know what to do. What do you think I should have done? So you have to step in and stand up for your friends. So we do that. So she's lost a bit of manners, but her conflict resolution has increased. So good job. That's what I do. You got to stand up for your friends, yo. Clearly Rashad has finished his salad. Is it any good? I don't know how domestic you are. It's normal. Okay, so it's not excellent, but is what it is. Morgan? You're also hungry, so I guess you can come and grab some salad as well. Oh, Caden's also asking advice. I don't know who he's asking it to, though, but I have a feeling it may be Morgan, because I think they might have a closer relationship with Morgan, considering that she is more family-orientated than Rashad is. Last recess, no one wanted to play with me. I just climbed around on my own. If that happens again, what should I do? Ask other kids if you can join. Emotional control decreases. That's really difficult to build, so this should be fun. So this is the house. Because Morgan is an art critic, she is trying to build her art skill, but not all critics have the best skills either. They kind of just have their own opinions. The twins clearly share a room. Which can also lead to having a little bit of, I don't want to say an identity crisis, since that's not the case, but it could lead to them struggling to have individual personalities and kind of living in each other's shadows because they can't express their own selves in their own rooms. Then we obviously have the master bedroom over here, which is very, very clean, very stock standard. There's nothing homey about, apart from the toys in the kids' room, there's nothing really homey about this house. It's very the kind of thing that you go and look when a house is on show. It is very, everything is picturesque and perfect, apart from kind of the family notice board here in the kitchen, but it's also kind of tucked away. So you know, you can see that. Also, the curfew is set to 7 p.m. Very strict parents, clearly very strict, very firm. But hey, if you want your kids to be perfect, you got to have those rules, I guess, right? So it's Monday evening. I wonder if the kids have done their homework. They probably haven't. Let's have a look. Not started, but she is an A student. So, see, she's got a violin. She's got a violin. Let's do some homework. Morgan can come and help you with that because Morgan needs to help people with homework. Caden's still eating. It looks like he's having a fish taco. What was left of a fish taco. I don't know. Morgan, come help your daughter with her homework. Rashad is busy calming down and unwinding. See, because Caden, having that goofball trait, he wants to be a social butterfly. So clearly he's trying to break out of this mold of, maybe not, I don't want to say he's not getting the nurturing that he needs at home, but he's not getting to express himself the way that a kid his age probably should be. And that's no one's fault. It's just, you're allowed to make mistakes as a parent, and maybe being too overbearing and trying to make your kids as perfect as possible is not exactly the route that you need to go. You need to let kids be kids. I mean, if we look outside, there's no... Oh, she's reached level 6 of the parenting. Congratulations. If we look outside, I mean, Rashad has his garden, but there's nothing outdoorsy and family friendly and kid orientated about it. Rashad has his garden, and that's great. I don't think the kids are interested in gardening. I really don't think the kids are interested in gardening. They even live next door to a garden and like a fountain area, so it's not even like they can go play on something else. Okay, they live across the street from a jungle gym, kind of pirate ship, but who knows, maybe they're never allowed to go play outside. Their curfew is 7 p.m. so maybe a little bit strict. Caden wants to work on his social skill, but he's, instead of going to speak to his dad, he's chatting to his toy upstairs. Which is adorable, don't get me wrong. But no. Here's the room. Oh, they've got some little pictures on the walls as well, which is quite cute. And they've got their little defender lamps, which will protect them from the monster under the bed. Morgan's downstairs with the extra credit homework. Got pretty eyes. What is your relationship like with Rashad? See, so okay, romance is full, which is great, but they weren't best friends. They aren't like best friends, but they do say soulmates, so that's cool. She's also really good friends with Bella. She's quite cool. Bella Goth, as we already discussed, comes from the aristocratic old money family. So this is kind of new money moseying in and making friends with the old money family. You, however, have work tomorrow, don't you? Yes, you do. And his career, the doctor career, is from the Get to Work pack. So you can actually go to work with them. So we should go do that. It cannot be picked up. If you want to know about all of the kind of tips and tricks and how to maneuver the console life, I have got a video about that on my channel, so make sure you go check that out. If you're new, if you're joining me for the first time, hi! Welcome to the first episode of a brand new series, and I'm really nervous about it, that I hope everyone enjoys it, and we'll see how everyone feels at a later stage. I guess once this video is live and I read the comments, I'll feel better about it, because then I'll know if I did the right thing or not. I don't know. Oh well. We're gonna join Rashad on his day at work today. We're gonna go get a promotion, clearly, because he's really close to getting a promotion. Morgan, what are you up to? She's reading a parenting book. She was reading a parenting book. She's rereading it. Do you see what I mean? She rather than parenting, she's rereading a book that she's clearly read already. Hello. Mishka, everyone, if you don't know her, go follow her on Instagram. That cat Mishka. She's decided to make herself known in the Sim series. She didn't get a lot of airtime in the previous series, so clearly that's why. Mishka, you know you're not supposed to be on the desk, but I can't do anything about it while I'm making a video. Just don't turn the Xbox off. It's all I ask, is do not turn the Xbox off. I will actually feel so sad. I'm gonna just steer you this way and make some space on the desk. No, you're gonna try and sit on my lap again. Nope, I don't know what she wants. What do you want? I don't know what she wants. Morgan is standing and reading. So you can at least sit. I mean, gosh. Alyssa's having salad for breakfast. Seems lovely. What are your friendships like? So this is what I'm saying. Clearly they're really close with Morgan. So obviously the twins are really good friends. She's very good friends with her mom. Travis is clearly someone she knows from school. Rashad, Mishka. Rashad, she's a friend with him, but not a really close relationship. And she's got a full relationship with Drago, whereas Caden doesn't. What are your relationships like? School for them starts in an hour. Good. Okay, so his relationship is better with his dad, but that's probably because he's the boy. Oh, you know what probably may have happened? So Rashad wanted a son to kind of hand over the medical practice to and kind of have his legacy carry on, but then it ended up being twins and Alyssa came along. Huh. Dun dun dun. The plot thickens. And he has a relatively okay, but those are the only people he knows. He doesn't know anyone else. We will fix that at school today. You're going to make some friends. Why are you tense? Why are you tense? Oh, awesome. He's reached level 6 of the stress with strangers from clingy childhood phase. Whoa, there's a fresh make-out session happening in the dining room. Rashad, what time do you have work? No, 2 hours from now. You should probably change. We want him to make friends today. What is Alyssa doing? Alyssa is studying hard. Good for her. Morgan is still reading that book, or what's she doing? You know, she's going to put it away. See, perfectionist. Doesn't want to leave the books out of the bookshelf for too long. What are you up to? You're playing Blick Block. What do doctors do in their downtime? They play Blick Block. I want to kind of improve the relationship between Rashad and his daughter, though. Because that's a bit distressing, because it's very important for a daughter to have a good relationship with her dad. We are joining. Rashad's hospital shift is starting now. Okay, to join him, should he go to work alone? We're going to join him. we're gonna go heal some patients. Because we can. And also, I haven't done any get to work stuff on the channel yet. So this should be a nice little addition to that. Okay, so he's bored. Well, that's great. And now you've just come to work and you're probably gonna get more bored. Oh, that's changed. Checks patient's eyes, runs some tests to find diagnosis, and swab patient for samples. Who are our patients today? Hello, friends. You are? Oh, you look very sick, my friend. You have, like, measles or something. What is your name? Salvador. Cool. And then we have, who are you? You look like a tiger. Erica. And we have, hello. We have Arohi. And we have Jordan. Oh, and there's another patient. Hello. Marcus Flex. He's part of 2 clubs. And he's just strong. He's very strong. So let's start with Marcus Flex. Because I feel like we should. What do we need to do? We need to check a patient's eyes. Let's do that. Look at his little shoes and his scrubs. I'm sorry that you're feeling so sick, man. It's probably because you're, like, gymming too hard. Camera shot can be a doctor. He's not wearing his glasses. Maybe he wears contacts to the hospital. Okay, so he's taking his sample. We need to now go diagnose that. Weak diagnosis. Okay, so let's go analyze this. That's not what I meant. There's our colleague as well. There's 2 of our colleagues. I don't know why all of our colleagues are elders, to be completely honest. So we're gonna analyze this patient sample. Damn it, I wanted to use that. That one's dirty. Is someone gonna clean it for us? Thank goodness. Because back in the day when he was an orderly, he had to do all of that. Are you an orderly? Yes, you are. Can't use this because the other dude is using it. That's great. Let's check his ears while we wait. Check ears. My dude, can you stop hogging the machine, please? Or can you hurry up and clean this one? Please. Oh my gosh. It's a decent diagnosis, but I want to be a little bit more sure. Can't get it wrong, because then if you give people the wrong medicine, they can sue you. Not actually in The Sims, but still, you don't want to give them a wrong diagnosis and potentially make them more sick. It's not what you want. GeekCon is in town. That sounds lovely. What is Morgan doing at home? Doesn't she have work? It's like 10 o'clock. She's got work in 6 hours. Okay, let's make you build a skill. Painting. Because she's an art critic. She should be good at painting. I don't get why there's a cactus on this thing, but there is. There's probably some hospital reason for it. This thing's dirty too now. Why is this? What's going on with this hospital? Like, whoa, everything's dirty. I thought hospitals were all supposed to be about cleanliness and stuff. Analysis complete. Cool. Can we diagnose him properly yet? Let's go see. Let's have a look. Compelling diagnosis. No, we still have to choose between them. I don't want to have to choose. So let us... What do they want to do? They want to scan a patient with an x-ray. Let's go do an x-ray then. I feel bad because I'm the only doctor there and all of these people are just waiting to get seen to. Is there anyone in reception? Yes, there's 2 people in reception. Who's here? They all have like this measles blotchiness. And that kid is just not impressed. This x-ray machine is flipping cool. Look at this. Work emergency. The pharmaceutical lab is overtasked and has set a bunch of confidential tissue items that require urgent analysis. Please collect the samples from reception desk and immediate evaluation and data recording. Okay. Can I finish scanning this dude though? Because I need to. And then I'll collect from reception. And then I'll analyze them, I promise. But I mean, he's already scanning the dude, so you can't exactly... Look how shocked he looks. Can't tell this guy, like, look at him. Let's take a little bit of a closer look. Look at him. I can't tell him, hey, listen, I have to go look at some other analysis scan thingies first. Look at him, he's freaking out. Can't do that to him. That's not good doctoring. But first we have to do some thingies with the emergency stuffs. So, come collect from this lady here, who's a receptionist. She's weird. She's been demoted. Previously she was a doctor. When I was pre-playing the family. She was a doctor previously. Why is Alyssa tense? She's tense from low, needs amusement, from low fun. Okay, you can just work normal. She's not gonna slack off. That's not the kind of person she is. But she's tense. Stressed from strangers. Oh, what are we gonna do with you? We need to fix that clingy phase, guys. We have to. With the confidential tissue samples obtained, Rashad needs to test them in the chemical analyzer and document his findings to better prepare against future outbreak. Okay, but I need this guy to clean this stuff. Here we go. We're gonna analyze those then. Have you made any friends at school? That's why he's stressed from strangers. He doesn't want to make friends. I'm sorry. You can slack off instead. I feel so bad. I was making him meet kids and he hates strangers. I'm the worst parent. I'm going on about how tough his parents are. I'm clearly the worst parent. Can we analyze this? And then can we get done? I really hope I'm doing the right thing because, I mean, work ends at 5 and it's now almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we haven't healed any patients today. That's not good doctoring. No, I did the right thing. I analyzed the stuff and now I'm entering it into the results. I did the right thing. I'm gonna keep telling myself that to let myself sleep better at night. Can you hurry up? Because it's an emergency. Yo, boss is looking over your shoulder right now. Not really, but... You're not recording analysis. You're like on Facebook or something, my dude. That's totally Facebook or Twitter or something. Like you're not working. Emergency analysis. Okay, there's Google. Okay. So that's done. Cool, that shot our performance up really nicely. Awesome. Can we diagnose this dude with a proper diagnosis yet? Compelling diagnosis. Okay, story eyes. I really just didn't want to have to guess because then you give them the wrong medicine and then they come back and then it's worse. No, not actually, but still. It's good doctoring to be a good doctor. To being a doctor. Cool, diagnose and treat a patient's illness. It's not romance. It's not what I want to do. Treat a patient. Treat with story-eyed meds. Oh, look how stressed he gets. It's so cute. There you go. Patient cured. Okay, let's run diagnosis. I feel like I want to get the adult out the way because the adult I can make run on the treadmill. We need to refer to a treadmill test. Why can't he get there? Go here.
Sarif?
He's stuck. He's stuck. That's great. Okay, so I want to reset some Rashad Ricky. Can you move now? That is the question. Please don't tell me he learned any, forgot any. Okay, just reset where he was. Can you move here now? Thank goodness. Oh my gosh. Are your tensenesses going down? His tense is going down. Thank goodness. It was going down. I feel so bad. We'll look after this when we get home. Promise. Clingy Sims don't like expanding their social circle beyond parents and caregivers. I feel so bad, guys. How do I get rid of the clingy phase? How do I get rid of this? Forcing the sim to interact with others will stress them out. It's my bad. Okay. Why didn't you just come sit here? Why'd you stand in front of the fridge, you weirdo? Okay, well, we've got like 20 minutes left of work, so at least he's done for the day. Did you just put that back in the fridge? Why? Okay. I'm not even going to ask questions. You got 15 minutes. Do you think you're going to make it to the loo in time? I don't think so, because Sims move at a glacial pace. You're not going to make it to the loo in time. There should be a door here. But I didn't design this room, this house, this hospital. It's a hospital. It's quite cute, though, because look, it's got like a kids waiting area. Oh my god, look how many patients we didn't cure today. Who's this? Oh, yeah, we got promoted. Rashad has been promoted to assistant nurse. He will now make an additional blah 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 blah. Next shift is on Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. Damn it, we got no days off, guys. Okay, so apparently Morgan is uncomfortable at work. She wants food. Morgan is, who's this? Who are you? Hi. You are Luna Villarreal. Villarreal. Oh, that's one of the new families from Get Together. In Wundenberg, whatever it's called. Do we have bills? What's going on? Oh, you're gardening. Your daughter doesn't have the greatest relationship in the world with you, and your son is having a clingy phase, but you're tending to your garden. Great. Typical doctor's house. There's medicine in the fridge. You can grab a serving of that. And then when you're done with that, because you're a perfectionist, you'll probably do your extra credit homework, and then you'll come sleep. It's not your bed. And then you'll come sleep. Caden, on the other hand, desperately needs the loo, so he can come here. And then at least his social's full. See, you hang around with your sister for a couple of hours and you're fine. He's gone to bed already. He's like, kids, you can see to yourself. Morgan would have helped with the homework and all of the stuff, so he's got a good relation. Oh, promoted. Morgan, what have you been promoted to? Look at her, she's so pretty. Morgan has been promoted to refined reviewer. She will make an initial blah 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 blah. Room with a view, wall painting, praise art interaction. She works on Wednesday. Damn it, no days off for her either. Good for you though. Kind of big scary eyes. Oh, she's got freckles. So humans, I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope I have piqued your interest enough into the Ricky family that you're going to enjoy this series with me. I am really excited to see where it goes. I feel like there's a really cool dynamic that we can have with the twins being different but still same but different. So I honestly hope that this is going to be a great series. I'm excited to see where it goes. If you have any comments, suggestions, or anything else, please let me know in the comment section below. And then, yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and if you're excited for the series, please make sure to let me know by leaving a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new around here. Remember that we're all human differently, and I'll see you guys again soon. Cheers!